Welcome back to The Past is Alive. In this video, we are heading to Atlantic City, New Jersey for the National Sports Collectors Convention, the biggest and the greatest card show that happens just once a year. There's a lot to look through and a lot to take in, and this video is going to showcase everything that I brought home with me. Here I am back from the National, and it's time to recap everything that I brought back with me, and I'm pretty pumped to share all of this with you guys. Now, I didn't take a whole lot of clips inside of there. I know there's tons of other YouTubers that were filming and whatnot, so I was more so too busy being overwhelmed just by the sheer amount of cards that are inside of there and just focused on going after some big-time rookie cards that cross off of my list once and for all, and we're going to see them tonight. But we got some singles to share with you, some wax boxes, a mystery pack. Now, I didn't buy a ton of stuff. I was very surprised by how much everything was grossly inflated. And even trying to get deals cut here and there, I watched some dealers get pretty mean with my brother, with other customers there as well, which is kind of understandable in a sense because they pay a lot of money to set up there. I think it's like $2,500 to set up, or maybe $3,000, and they got to pay for hotels and airfare and everything else. But still, a lot of the prices were just, it seemed like they were eBay and beyond, like sometimes 3 to 4 times what comps are currently. So I didn't pick up a ton, but I did come back with some key cards that I'm very excited about. And leave it to me to be probably one of the only ones to go to the National and bring home junk wax. You had to have known that I was going to have some sort of junk wax. Now, I'm not going to show everything that I brought back with me. Like, there are some boxes I picked up for the store, some other random rookies and stuff like that. I'm going to highlight the most important stuff to me. And like 89 Bowman, I love this set, obviously. This is right when I got into collecting back in 1989. And I actually ripped the only box that I had of this sealed. I ripped open for the great Bowman break a while back. So I had to pick it up. I think I paid $25 for that. I've seen these sell for upwards of $50 recently. So I had to return a box of those to my my sealed wax collection. The next box that I picked up, I thought this was pretty awesome. I've wanted to open one of these for quite some time. You've probably heard me talk about it before. This is 1996 Pinnacle Aficionado, the only year that Pinnacle made this particular series. They're kind of like premium. 16 packs in this box, 5 cards per pack. And there's some pretty freaking awesome inserts, but I figure we're going to rip this open once and for all for a Turn Back the Clock Tuesday here very soon. So I was pretty stoked to bring one of those home with me, as well as one of these. Another box that I have had my eye on for quite a while, but not one that you see all too often. I love these different EX series from the late 90s and early 2000s. We got Barry Bonds on the top of this hobby box. This is from 2002, and these cards are freaking cool looking. Very, very cool looking. I've never opened a pack of these. I have some singles laying around here and there, but these boxes currently, I think they're around, like, I don't think you can find any under $200 right now. So I got a good price on this, and like I said, they don't pop up very often. So I had to grab one of these for a future rip, and this is a random thing I picked up just to see what I can find in here. DynamitePacks.com, no-brainer baseball edition. I think this was $10. I know my brother bought one of these as well, so figure I might as well tear into this. It's probably all modern, but the guy that sold me this, he was really hyping it up. So Dominic Brown rookie card from Bowman Chrome is going to surface on top. Could be a mixture of older and modern. I have no idea. See a 94 Leaf Limited on the back. Sammy Sosa Invincible 2000 from Pacific. Andrew Jones Topps Finest. Doc Gooden, very early on in his career as an Arenado from Heritage. Frank Thomas, 93 Leaf. Brian Hayes, Topps Finest. Rookie card. There's Aaron Judge, Superstar Duos. Newer insert card. Chipper Jones. What do we have here? Authentic Power Number Sosa from SP Authentic. So I kind of like this because it's all cards, from my era of collecting mostly. Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan, No Hit Club, Ozzie Smith, Nigel Wilson. Given that it's 2022, I'm not that pumped on this Nigel Wilson. Now, if it was 1993, I would be screaming right now to the point you have to turn the volume down. But not really the case in 2022. Same thing with Jason Ishringhausen. So the guy that sold me these, he was hyping them up like, I think he was like saying there's like a relic or an auto in every one, or like a couple different relics and autos in them. So it made me think that they were modern. But maybe I just don't have very good luck. Class 1, Big Poppy. Pedro Martinez, not a rookie, but I do see a rookie behind him. Pedro Martinez, third-year card. Of course, his real rookie in 1991 Upper Deck Final Edition. Let us not ever forget that. And there's a Manny, 92 Pinnacle, and Barry Larkin. So for $10, I would say no. I probably wouldn't buy those again just because we got Jason Ishringhausen in here, and Nigel Wilson, and just some base cards and stuff like that. There's nothing that really stands out. I mean, Brian Hayes rookie card's a nice one, but overall, I don't really feel like you get your value out of that so much. But it is cool. It's kind of a good way to unload maybe like your quarter boxes, I would say. So the one card, this is one of them, I should say at least, but I really had my sights set on getting a Verlander Bowman rookie card. 2005, I'm like, I'm going to go to the National. I'm going to find a Verlander rookie. I don't have one for some reason. I have his Topps rookie from '05, but I never see his Bowman anywhere. Of course, I can buy it on eBay, but where's the fun in that? So this guy had two of them for $10 a piece. I'm like, I'm gonna get both of those. I feel like they're like $20 on comps or close to $20. I looked at them like not too long ago, but Verlander, surefire Hall of Famer, doing absolutely amazing this season after returning from Tommy John surgery. I just don't think he's going to slow down. And I don't think you can go wrong picking up Verlander rookie cards. So I collect Topps and Bowman rookies primarily. So I had to grab those since I didn't have them. Now I just have to pick up the Chrome. Here's one as well that I wanted for a long time. I wanted it like when his stuff was really skyrocketing. I think it was around $50 raw at one point. But it was one that I just never came across at card shows for whatever reason. Well, I found it there. Of course, you can find practically anything at the National, or so they say. And I picked it up. I think it was like $15 maybe, somewhere around there for that Tatis Bowman Chrome rookie card. Here's another Bowman Chrome rookie card. This is one I also don't see very often at card shows. And everywhere else I go, the Acuna 2018 Bowman Chrome. I think I got this for 15 or $20. One is centered up pretty nice. I think he has a $40 price tag on there. But yeah, it was about 15 or $20. So couldn't pass on that one. And I was real stoked on this one. Now this is one I passed on years ago, and I kicked myself. But I remember when Miggy Rookie was like a $15 card, maybe 20. I remember passing on it at a card show, maybe like 5 years ago for like $20. But got a great price on this one. I have this one already. I bought it maybe like 3 years back on eBay. I think I got one for about $50 when they were starting to go up and whatnot. And I think this one might be centered better than the one that I have already. And I don't know why somebody put Scotch tape on there. That is a cardinal sin. You never do that. But I will compare this one with the one on my rookie box, and I'll probably part with the other one and put it into my store. Same thing with this one. Mike Piazza, 92 Fleer Update. This is kind of one that doesn't get talked about or is lesser known, I guess, than his 92 Bowman. But 92 Fleer Update set is a pretty iconic set. Some of you may remember a few years back whenever I found the entire set at an antique mall in Maryland for only $20, which was crazy. But Mike Piazza, this is definitely his most valuable rookie card, out of the two, I should say. And I think this one is in better condition than the one I have already. So I had to grab that one. Here's another one. It was weird because my brother Eric and I were talking about this one just prior to coming across it, and maybe it was on the way there, about the Acuna rookie card, 2018 Topps Update. Now these went up, and then they came way back down. And I think they're right around $75 now, recent comps. It's PSA 10, and we got these for $50. So I wasn't going to pass on an Acuna. I'm not a graded card collector by any means. I prefer to buy cards raw, but I'm not going to pass on a 10 for Acuna for $50. That's a no-brainer. And the ones that I'm super excited about, this being one of them, Hall of Famer Jim Bunning, 1957 Topps. This one was $90 I got it for. And you can see on here, I'm going to take it out of the card saver. I guess he has it taped. Maybe it's on the back side. We'll take it out and then give a closer glance. But 57, the only blemish on here, like the centering, the eye appeal is awesome to me. He had one that was 225, I believe, that was way off left to right. It was like 1090. It was 225, but it was a little bit sharper. But to me, this card looks pretty good. Outside of a minor little blemish right here, you can see a little crease going down right there, but it does not make its way through the entire card. So for my rookie box and my collection, that is A-OK to have this card. It's one I've wanted for quite a while, and had I would have bought it a few years ago, I would have got it for probably half of that price. But as with everything vintage, it's all gone through the roof. Craziness. Same seller. I picked up this one, and another one I've had my eye on for quite a while. Now, I saw a lot of Brooks Robinsons. This is obviously his rookie card, 57 tops. I was seeing them raw there for over $1,000. In this condition, practically, like, the prices were all over the place between different vendors. It was absolutely nuts. You kind of had to, make note of who had what in the notepad on your phone and what booth number they were, because it was just pandemonium. But Brooks Robinson, I got this for $500, which is the most I've ever spent on a single card. I think outside of a Jeter 93 SP and a couple other ones, this is definitely the most that I've spent. But it's one that I don't foresee ever losing value in the future. And it's obviously authentic. It's PSA 4. And it's right around comps at $500. But when I looked at comps, the ones that were PSA 4s, they kind of bounced around between like $450, $512, somewhere in that range. But those ones were all off-center in comparison to this one. This one has great eye appeal, I think. And just a sharp-looking Brooks Robinson. This is a pretty big one to cross off my rookie list. So, pretty excited about that one. Bunning and Brooks Robinson. And now, the one I'm most excited about. I've wanted this card for years. And I'm sure most of you got tired of hearing me talk about it. But I finally pulled the trigger on 1963 tops, Pete Rose. Man, I was ecstatic to finally have this in my possession. So I found the Bunning. I bought that one and Brooks Robinson, bundled those together. And I didn't think I was going to have another big card purchase until I came across this. Now, this Pete Rose, to me, it has pretty freaking good eye appeal for being raw. And I know people say don't buy a Rose ungraded. Like, there's so many counterfeits out there. But I looked this one over very thoroughly, gave it the old smell check front and back, and just examined every single millimeter of this card. And it looks very, very authentic to me. There's a couple minor blemishes. Obviously, it's off-center. There's a little blemish up here, as you can see. If you can tell by the light. A couple things. But overall, I think it's a great-looking card. And for one that I've wanted for so long, I've dragged my feet on this one for years and just watched it go up and up and up. And it's going to continue to do so. I had to finally pull the trigger. I had to get a Pete Rose. The guy originally wanted $1,200 for this. And we were able to work out a deal for $1,000. So for $1,000, I got Pete Rose. And like, comparison to the other ones that I saw that are raw, because there were quite a few Pete Rose rookies that were raw. There were other guys that had ones that were, the corners were, beat up. They were white, selling them for $1,500. So, and even in comparison with ones that are, sold in recent comps, I would probably place this around the $1,500 range. So I am super excited to finally have this card in my possession after all these years. That was one that I really wanted to get at the National this year. Between that and the No Name on front, but you never see that card and not see one dealer there that had it. Couldn't be more happy to come home with a Pete Rose rookie card. Very, very excited. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite thing that I picked up was. I love to hear from you guys, and it's good to be back. And hopefully I'll be back again tomorrow night for a mail day video. And then I hope to get out to some flea markets this weekend as well and pick up some stuff and have a recap video for you. So thank you guys all again for watching. I hope that you have a great night. I will see you all back tomorrow night.